Good morning. Happy, what day is it?
You're gonna say Wednesday.
It is not Wine on Wednesday, but it is Coffee with K&K. Wine will be next, and we are with our girlfriend, Emily. And if you don't know her, she is a health and fitness coach. She's a yoga instructor. She is going to talk about how she is getting ready for her wedding.
Okay, first of all, I need advice. I want the top 3 tips when you planned your own weddings.
Oh my gosh.
Because I need help.
Hold on.
You're like, how are you
already.
doing it? I'm like, you tell me.
Do what you want,
Okay.
not what anyone.
I've gotten that one.
It's your day, so it's really whatever is special to you, what the flowers you want, the dress you want. It's your only day. So just know that a lot of people will probably have some advice for you, but do what you want.
Number 1 health and fitness tip getting ready for your wedding, I would say there's so many things to check off the to-do list, and sometimes we forget about taking care of ourselves. So if you can try to get a workout done in the morning or make part of your wedding to-do list your workout. You can also do some of our floor booty work while you're making decisions. If you're planning with your husband, go outside and go for a walk. Instead of sitting down and talking about stuff, head out and get exercise together.
That's a good idea.
One thing I learned as a bridesmaid is to pack snacks. Because so many times we were doing wedding errands or dress shopping, and as the bride, a lot of times you forget to eat or stay hydrated. So make sure you stay hydrated through everything, eat, and pack snacks.
Yeah.
Bride brain is a real thing.
Yeah.
It totally is. Because I forgot to eat the one day that
I wasn't available to go with you.
She couldn't go. Okay, it was my final fitting. On my way to the final fitting, they said, hey, your venue, you can't have it anymore. We have a noise complaint from the neighbor, so you're gonna have to find a different venue. I was like, not even like panic. Well, I guess I was panicking, but I just like got quiet. I was like, holy, oh my gosh, we have to find a new venue. All these people are flying out. I'm calling other venues, nothing's available. I was freaking out. I get to the fitting, and my friend that was 8.5 months pregnant was sitting in the room with me, and I locked my knees out. They're like tightening everything, and at Monique Lullier, I never imagined myself being this crazy person, but I passed out in the dressing room. It was out of a movie.
Yeah, I'm sure you weren't the first bride that's done that.
No.
And they came in, they're like fanning me down, putting water, and they're like, oh my goodness. I'm like, I didn't mean to do this. And I was like, Karina. And they're like, have you eaten? I'm like, oh my goodness, what time is it? Hadn't eaten anything, kind of just stressed, left the house first thing, and driving in traffic, got there, it took forever to do the fitting, and so make sure you eat and hydrate. Oh, and don't lock out your knees during fittings.
I'm not gonna do that.
Because apparently that's why I passed out, is that I was locking out my knees.
Yeah.
My tip is just bring Karina everywhere you go.
Yeah, seriously.
I would say, we were talking about wedding dress shopping earlier, and I would say when you go wedding dress shopping, go somewhere where you actually, and try dresses on that you actually didn't think you would want.
Okay.
Because I told myself, I do not want a train, I do not want a veil,
No
I do not want sparkles, and my dress that I fell in love with had all 3.
Oh my God,
To the
okay.
max.
It was so perfect.
Yeah.
She's like, no, I don't want anything, not a train. The most dramatic, beautiful train you could ever imagine in your life.
You did it.
I had followed Galia Lahav on Instagram even before I was engaged. And I thought they were pretty dresses, but once I walked into the store, I was like, oh no, this is too much shimmer, too much going on. But then I was like, yes.
Now's the time. That's the time to do it.
Yeah, and Galia Lahav, why can't I pronounce any of these? She was there.
Yes.
And Karina came out in her wedding gown and the one that she ended up choosing, and they were like, this was meant for your body, and they couldn't stop touching you. It was over.
So that's a good tip, because I kind of gravitate towards a certain shape or what you're comfortable with, but that's the time to do it, right?
Yeah. So what are you doing right now to stay in shape on top of your entire to-do list and your career?
So to stay in shape, I guess I'm always just kind of mixing it up, and I think one of the most important things is to wake up and I kind of listen to what's going on in my body that day. So if I'm feeling a little more tired or run down or a little bit stressed, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna do yoga. Sometimes if I'm feeling anxious and having that energy, I need to exert it. So I think I'm either running or lifting weights or I'm doing yoga, just something different every day to sort of either calm down, get grounded, or maybe I need to exert, run, sweat. So I'm doing that. I haven't made like a proper, you know, wedding, get ready plan fit.
We have.
I know, you guys have it. I was like, what should I do? You were like, I got you.
Yeah, I'm gonna send you our program that we did. And the funniest thing that I can tell you is I used to train so many brides when I was at Boston Sports Club. And if any of you are watching, I love you dearly. Not one person showed up the 2 weeks leading up to the wedding. Because it's like, there's so many things on the to-do that they call me. One gal, she was like, hey, can I actually use this session for you to come get me? I locked myself out of my car and I am stranded. I'm like, absolutely, I'll be right there. And I think just kind of staying healthy, the last 2 weeks, you probably won't do very long workouts, just little ones, and maybe your trainer, if you have a trainer, will come just hang out with you. And
I started
support.
Wearing one of these dorky like steps trackers.
Oh yeah.
So yesterday I was wedding dress shopping.
It's so good.
I was wedding dress shopping and I didn't work out that day because I woke up early and I was going to try on dresses with my girlfriends and I was like, I'm crushing steps right now. I was like walking around the bridal store like, yeah.
That's so
like,
cute.
That works, that's enough.
Well, even here today.
Yeah.
We had to climb 4 flights up here.
Just incorporating it always like is a good thing, I think.
That's so good.
Yeah. Okay, wait. So then I have to ask you guys, because you asked me, how did you meet your husbands?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we did that.
If you saw on the last coffee chat, she explained how she met Kyle, her fiance, on an airplane. So cute. I met Brian through a mutual friend named Shannon when I was 19 and he was 20, and they thought that we would hit it off, and we did. The first night that I met him, he was singing and playing guitar, and I told my friend Shannon, I was like, I am going to marry him. And I don't know if he felt the same way about me.
Her husband has the most beautiful voice and he never sings enough. Do you still have that recording?
Oh my gosh.
Where
Okay,
we
so
secretly recorded him? We need to play it.
Years passed. So we met through the old-fashioned way, like friends meeting, like introducing us. And so I told Karina, I'm like, I fell in love with him the first moment that I saw him, and I know that sounds so cheesy, and I definitely like pursued him. I asked him for his AIM screen name, which was LL Briscoe, which is Ladies Love Brian Scott, which I know after knowing him, isn't that crazy?
God, I love that.
And, but years later, he finally sang and played guitar for Karina. Actually, I have the recording, I'll play it here.
Chris Isaak, Wicked Game. Like, that song just makes me melt anyways.
Okay, so then.
And I looked at her, we have it on video, we have to play it in this. Brian, I'm so sorry, I'm not gonna ask your permission. I'm just gonna put it on here because no one's ever seen it. And I turn around and Karina's entire face is just wet. Like not even tears, she's just soaking wet. And she goes, I get it.
Oh my God,
hysterical.
That is so funny.
But we've been best friends and have grown together and grown as people. I think that's really important when you meet someone so young. It's either you grow apart or you grow together, and we're really lucky that we grew together completely. And then we moved in with Karina when we moved to California, and it was like Three's Company.
Yeah.
Oh my God, stop.
And then my husband went to college with her husband.
Okay.
And
with Mike.
And Mike.
Who knows Kyle.
Okay.
It's really weird what's happening. Yeah. So her fiance is best friends with Brian's best friend from college.
Right. Okay.
And my husband, Bobby, we had crossed paths many times at your house for barbecues, and every time I met him, I'd introduce myself again and say, hi, I'm Karina, and he's like, I know, and he's like, this bitch. Anyway, so both of us were in relationships, you know, for the years that we had crossed paths. And then finally we were single. We were on a friend trip to Catalina Island, and he was asking me if I knew any apartments in Manhattan Beach, and my neighbor ended up moving out below me, and I Facebook messaged him. I said, hey, you know, the apartment below me is opening up if you want to move in. He moves in.
He did not.
And we immediately start hanging out. We didn't even go on our first date until like 2 months after. We're like, should we take this outside of the apartment?
Oh my God.
Ready? Knock 3 times on the ceiling if you want me. Twice on the pump if I should bring skunk. Her dog.
Oh my God, so then you guys were neighbors and
Yeah.
you started hanging out. That is so cute.
So cute.
That's a good story.
I remember when you called me and you're like, okay, so we took all the cushions off the sofa and we put them on the floor and we pulled an all-nighter in front of the fireplace and talked about the universe. I think I'm in love.
That's always when you know, when you're like talking about the universe until all hours of the night, and now you look back and you're like, what the heck?
We were talking about how why they exist in the universe.
Oh my God, I'm the same
and
way.
the universe that brought it together, it was so cute. And I was like, oh my God. And I'm like, you guys are gonna get married.
Okay, best part of what's one thing that has changed since you guys got married?
Oh, that's a really good question. One thing that has definitely changed since we got married, because we dated for 10 years.
Stop.
10 years before we got married.
Oh
I
my
know.
God, that's amazing.
Um,
So you knew each other really well.
Yeah, I would say it's just really nice to be like, I'm his wife, or he's my husband. Because it's a bond where the first time you say it too is really cute.
Yeah.
And I don't know, it's just this sense of you taking care of each other. And it changed, and there's a very big noticeable support in each other as two. And I don't even know, for 10 years we were like, we don't need to get married, we don't need a big wedding, and then we had a big wedding, we had another wedding on the East Coast, and then we were like, we don't need to go on a honeymoon, we're not on a honeymoon. Like everything that we said too, we were like, oh, we probably don't need to do that. It was beautiful.
And just so that's another piece of advice, just do it.
Yeah.
This is,
It's the time to do it.
What would you say?
You're more of a newlywed, so.
I would say the same thing,
Yeah.
the connection of husband and wife. I joke now, we're in our first year of marriage, and there's been so many crazy things that have happened, and I will joke, I'll be like, thank God I married him before all this shit happened. Because he would have.
He is so supportive. And
Yeah. He's been great.
So marry him before all the craziness.
Before he finds out.
Yeah, and 250 people at the wedding, you're like, this is all of my crazy family. And they're like, wow, this is what I'm getting myself into. It's perfect.
Totally.
Yeah.
Okay, got it. No, I can see that though. Like the commitment to each other is really solidified. Yeah, that's cool.
Wait, how did Kyle ask you to marry him?
So we were upstate in the Finger Lakes area of upstate New York. We're both from New York, the New York area, so that's cool. And he was like, we were actually at Cornell University where he went, and we were kind of going to wineries around there and stuff like that. So then he was like, oh, this is a really nice place. Let's go and take a picture. So we pull over on the side of the road, and it's this big bridge overlooking the gorges, like all the water in Cornell, the little rivers and streams. And then he turns to me and he's like, and I was taking pictures with my phone because it was so beautiful. He's like, can you put your phone away and be present with me? And I was like, rude.
That's so cute.
You can see in our engagement pictures, my phone is in his back pocket. And then he turns to me and he goes, oh, this is where my grandparents got engaged because his grandparents met at Cornell and got engaged there. And he kind of gets teary-eyed, and at first I thought, because they had passed recently, and I was like, oh my God, let's go. Like, we don't have to stay here any longer. And I thought he was getting emotional, and he was just like, okay. He's used to me at this point. He's just like, shut up. And then he asked, and then he was like, I love you, I want to be with you forever. And then he got on one knee and he asked, and I was like, oh, that makes sense. And then I obviously was like, yes. And then I was like, I think I'm gonna throw up. And he was like, great.
I slapped Bobby when he asked me.
She was in such shock that she just was like,
Okay, that makes me feel so much better.
Well, we would love to follow your entire journey getting ready
Yeah,
for your wedding.
definitely.
So maybe we can do some kind of like wedding ready
Please.
thing and just give updates because there are so many of you that are also engaged and
I'm with you.
or if you're a bridesmaid, check in with each other.
Yeah,
Hashtag
definitely.
TIU bride.
Yeah, okay.
Right.
Thank you
All
for the
right, thank
tips, you
you.
guys.
Thanks, Emily.
Cheers.
I was going to work the other day and I always take my ring off when I go to work because they make me like take my jewelry off, but I wore my jawbone and I got to work and they were like, so you take off your engagement ring but you keep your step tracker on. I was like, yes.
For the cover of
Very
whatever.
important. We also have to introduce you to Kalo.
Kalo,
There
what's
are rings
that?
that you can wear that, especially if you want to leave your ring at home.
Yeah.
But if you're going on the job or you're traveling different country or you're working out,
Yeah.
you want to have
Yeah.
something that means something to you on. Well,
Yeah.
they'll
Cindy's-
send you a bunch of
oh.
stuff. Oh,
Hi, golly.
Oh, is this, oh, it's in there?
oh my God! Wait, hold up.
Oh, that's cute.
Emily, I feel like I'm gonna throw up. Will you go to hot yoga with me?
Oh my God, finally!
But there's those, and then you can like
cute.
stack. You can do different colors.
Cute.
I usually wear a couple different, but there's.
They're like not
You
wrong
can
size. These are cat's mini finger size.
I know.
Oh,
I
she's
can't even
like
fit
a
it
size
on my friggin' chest.
4 and
Isn't
a
it
half.
so weird how small my fingers are, but how big
Big her
my
butt is?
my head to get in shirts? I was actually worried about getting this sweatshirt off after this because I might have to. I've had to cut shirts open.
Oh my, there's no way your head's that big. This is so
No, actually, her head is really big.
Oh,
Okay, I'm her best friend right now. It's huge.
Because she can't wear my hats.
kind of looks like what is it called? A dad hat. Like even like a trucker hat will look like a dad hat on me. It's not the hair. It's actually
you
like
think
the
it is.
dome size.
I also should have asked you and wanted to know how you guys became best friends.
Oh, I met at the gym.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
That is so cute.
All of these stories were very old-fashioned.
Yeah.
None
Yeah,
of them were
old
like,
school, right?
Yeah.
That screen name is hilarious. Nothing is as embarrassing as your first screen name.
Oh yeah, what was your screen name?
Woo Woo 127 because my parents call me Woo Woo. Woo.
Aw.
Emmy Woo. I don't know. So that's a weird like name. That was my first screen
I
name.
think mine was like K-Dog7.
K-Dog.
Like
K-Dog.
K-D-O-G-G.
Mine was Cat, which is weird because Brian was the first to start calling me Cat, but it was Cat 22. I don't know why.
Like Catch 22 but Cat 22?
Maybe.
that's cute.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Unintentionally.
Yeah, I was like Cat 22 and then Summer because I liked summer. Who doesn't like summer? All right, let's move on to wine.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Girl, you know I want your love. Your love was handmade for somebody like me. Come now, follow my lead. I might be crazy, don't mind me. Say, boy, let's not talk too much. Grab on my waist and put that body on me. Come now, follow my lead. Follow my lead. I'm in love with the shape of you. You push and pull like a magnet too. Although my heart is falling too. I'm in love with your body.